Hey, Good Friday morning, Journey Church. Pastor Randy, and it is time for our Sunday preview. We've been working our way through the story of the Bible. We've talked about creation, we've talked about the fall and how we're all broken by sin. And God's heart in the whole story of the Bible is for God's people in God's place to enjoy God's presence with them in partnership with God. And then last week, we looked at the idea of covenant as we moved into Act 3, as God moves toward redeeming the brokenness, redeeming his people out of the brokenness and sin and slavery that they are in. And so we looked at the idea of covenant, that God wants to be in relationship with us. And so he invites us into relationship that we've got no right really to ask for. So God invites us in. And it's a relationship that he so desperately wants that he is willing to die, to send his son, Jesus Christ, to die in order to restore that relationship. But before we get to Jesus Christ, the story of the Bible lays the foundation for the coming of Christ through what is the central story of the Old Testament. And it happens in the very second book of the Old Testament, the book called Exodus. Exodus means a coming out. And as we look at this story, we find that God's people, rather than in his place enjoying his presence, are in Egypt. And they are in slavery. They are in bondage. And the people cry out. They're there for 400 years. And they cry out to God. And in an incredible verse at the end of Exodus chapter 2, we read these words, that God heard the cries. He remembered his covenant with Abraham and Abraham's son Isaac and Isaac's son Jacob. And he saw the plight of his people. And God steps in to redeem them, to rescue them out of slavery in Egypt. And again, bring them back to the good place, to the promised land. And so we're going to be diving into that story this Sunday. I hope you'll join us here live and in person at 10:30 on Sunday morning at the Journey Church. We're located at 14425 Mono Way in East Sonora. We're right above Mono Way Veterinary Clinic, across the street from Indian Rock Center. Or, as always, you can join us online here on Facebook, on our website, and after the service, that will be posted as well to YouTube. And so many ways that you can join us. Here's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to invite somebody to watch with you. If you're not going to come to the service, invite somebody to watch with you. Create a watch party. We post the preview. We post usually by Saturday night that we are going to be live at 10:30. Actually, we go live at 10:28, allow you to get here to begin to gather. Invite somebody to watch with you. If you're coming to join us in person, invite somebody to come with you so that they can hear the gospel, the good news, through this incredible Old Testament story. As God hears his people, remembers his covenant, and sees their plight, and steps into history to rescue them, to redeem them. Looking forward to seeing you here on Sunday, or here online at 10:30. God bless. Have a great weekend.